So this is an introduction to statics in GR 211. So let's just introduce this course here. I'm David Kidd. Here's my office and phone number and email if you need to get a hold of me. Here's my office hours. But anytime I can get, I'm free. I'm happy to help you out if you have questions. I take questions on email, et cetera, et cetera. So anything I can do to help you out with this class, I'm more than happy to do. We're going to meet in IA 227. We're going to meet 5 days a week, 1 to 2. We cover a lot of the homework on Tuesday because a lot of it we do Wednesday. There will also probably be some homework that's due Friday as well. But I do want to point out that Tuesday we often cover a lot of homework on Tuesday. All right, when you're done with this class, you should be able to analyze three-dimensional force and moment systems, find resultant forces and moments, and find force and moment reactions, analyze stresses, frames, and machines, and find centroids and moments of inertia. We'll also do a bit with shear and moment. So now a couple other things here we'd like to be able to do. We'd like to be able to solve these things out and understand them, but I'm concerned about how you work through things too. Okay, this is kind of a beginning class in engineering analysis. So I do want you to analyze things in a systematic, organized, legible sort of fashion. So that's part of what I would like you to learn in this class as well. In addition, I'd like you to learn a little bit about how engineers learn, okay, and to implement those strategies effectively too. So those are all some things that we'll be covering in this class. Okay, to be in this class, you should have had integral calculus. You should be able to do an integral. The textbook is the statics note packet, which is available in the bookstore. It looks like that. It's just basically a collection of notes. Okay, that is the official textbook for the class. I would also recommend that you have an actual statics text too. I find the one by Hibbler to be very readable, but any statics text would be fine. The notes cover the class quite thoroughly. The first pages of the notes, page 1 through 34, is the homework. After that come the in-class notes, which start on page 110 and are numbered by tens then, and I can't remember how far they go. I number them by tens because I'm always editing them. If I wish to add a page then, I can put a new page in without having to number it like 101.5 or something like that. So I number them by tens originally. So the first part of the packet is the homework. The second part of the packet is the in-class notes that we use. Okay, so being as I have both of those things in the packet, you can get any text you like just as a reference book. Okay, the grading is shown. Exams are 85%, homework is 15%. I use two systems to calculate your grade. I have a spreadsheet then that will analyze both systems, both methods. It will pick the higher of the two, and that will be your grade. So that's how the class is graded. Now, one thing to understand about this, though, is I can't program the Moodle grading system to do this. This requires me to use my spreadsheet. The result of that is the course score that is auto-generated by Moodle is not really relevant to your grade. Okay. So just be aware of that. That's auto-generated by Moodle, but it really doesn't accurately reflect the system, so it will not accurately reflect your grade. In a minute here, I'll show you a little bit about the Moodle page, and I'll show you where I have a spreadsheet where you can implement this system to figure out where you are in the course with your grade. Okay. I don't take late work. I do drop the lowest weekly homework, but I don't take late work. If you're going to miss an exam, please contact me before the exam, and we could figure something out for makeup. If anything comes up, please just communicate with me, before it becomes a problem. If you can just communicate with me, we can usually work through and find solutions to things that come up. Where problems start arising is if something has been going on for a number of weeks and then I hear about it. That can be very difficult to come up with a reasonable solution. So please, if anything comes up, just contact me and we'll figure out a good way to handle it. Okay. This course prepares you for a professional work environment. So I expect you to act in a professional manner, come to class, treat people respectfully, participate in class. Here's the schedule. Okay, I don't have exact dates yet for the exams. I will get those scheduled at least 1 week in advance for the exam. Midterm 1 will be late week 4 or early week 5. Midterm 2 will be late week 8 or early week 9. Now, the midterms are given during the class from 1 to 2. However, I know the online students might have some course conflicts with that, so I'll work with the online students to get a reasonable exam time scheduled. Now, generally speaking, online students are from this area, so they're able to get in here in some fashion to take the test. If by any chance you're an online student and you're far away where you can't come here, then to take the exams, I would need you to find a college or university in America, in the United States, and see if it has a testing center, and then we could use that if that were the case for your situation. If that's something that's going to come up, you would want to start probably now to locate such a place, and to be sure you could have a proctored location to take an exam. Okay, so you need a proctored location, a college or university in the United States to take the exams. Okay, the final exam will be Tuesday, December 10, 2:30 to 4:30. I schedule it on a Tuesday. I kind of have a choice because our class meets both Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday. I use the Tuesday time because that generally schedules it off of the times for some of the other courses that people typically take, and that spreads your finals out a little bit more, which I think is gives you a better chance to take the final. That's why I do that. Again, if you're an online student, you might have some sort of conflicts around that time. We can work around that, okay, with the final. Just let me know and we'll figure it out. Okay, here's a list of things that employers expect of employees. It comes from Pittsburgh, but I think that's a pretty good list to be aware of. I think it also applies to school. All right, some other policies here. Academic honesty is very important. I hope that you'll help each other out with homework. That's a very good way to learn. But to receive credit, you have to do your own work yourself. Okay, so any cheating on homework or tests will result in a 0 being assigned for the grade. Students who aid other students who cheat will also be held responsible. Okay, so please be aware of that. And please do your own work. That's very important in this class. If you need any sort of accommodations, just let me know and we will work through that and come up with a good way to accommodate any sort of issues that might come up. So any sort of disability accommodations, just let me know and we'll work through that. Okay, LBCC has an anti-discrimination statement. We prohibit unlawful discrimination based on a very long list of characteristics here. I think what that boils down to is that we should treat everybody in the class in a respectful way, regardless of their differences. Okay, that's an important thing here at Lynn Benton that we all take very seriously. You have rights and responsibilities as a student. Here's a website to learn about that. If you believe that anyone is violating your rights, you can resolve that. If you're not able to resolve it with that person, if it's a student, you can resolve it with Dr. Lynn Cox here in Takina Hall. If it's an LBCC employee, you could resolve it with the Human Resources Department, Scott Rowland. Okay, we also have something at Lynn Benton that I think has just kind of been fully organized this year. It's called the Roadrunner Resource Center. This is a place where if you're having anything that comes up in your life that makes it hard for you to continue in school, you can get some help. It's kind of a one-stop center for that. And it includes assistance with a number of things that can come up, and you can read through that list. This is a good service because things come up for people, and we want to help you through that and help to allow you to be successful here. So if any of these issues come up, here's who you can contact about it to get some help. So I just want to let everybody know about that. Okay. Now, as you're probably aware if you're watching this video, a lot of this course is run through Moodle. So let's have a look at my Moodle page. All right, here's my Moodle page. On the top, we have announcements and things like that. Then we have a section for homework. Now that'll be two things. One is it's just a list of homework that's found here in assignments. So if we click on that list, we'll see the things that are coming due and when they're due. And that's just a simple text document that includes that information. All right, now there will also be links posted here that will be links where if you're an online student, you can upload your homework. What you would do is do your homework and scan it as a multi-page PDF and then upload it through the links that will be provided in this space. I don't have any there yet because I haven't really assigned any homework yet. But when I have, there'll be links there. You scan your homework as a multi-page PDF and you upload it. Okay. There's the list of homework. It looks like Moodle's running a little slow right now. But here's what the homework list will look like. And then I will also have links available for you to upload homework. Okay. I also have downloads there. I'm having a little trouble here with Moodle. It's a little glitchy right now. Downloads, okay, there's the course syllabus, formula sheet, homework format page. Here's a spreadsheet that you can use to calculate your current standing with your grade in the class. I have in-class notes downloads, so the note packet, I don't have the whole thing scanned so you can upload it, but I do have a part of it scanned. So if you don't yet have the note packet, you could download this and get the notes from page 110 to 190. Here's from 195 to 220. Okay, so that'll keep you going until you could get a copy of the packet. Okay. I also have homework downloads. So there they are. Here's where you can download the homework problems that I'll assign during the class. And then I also have test review downloads. So that's what's available on Moodle. Okay, so that's a little start to an introduction to the class. I'll have a second video up here shortly that will finish up this session.